Welcome back. Let's do question 4. In the diagram, points A, B, and C all lie on the circle with center O. Line OA is parallel to line CB. OA is parallel to CB. And then angle OAC is 25 degrees. This is the angle OAC. Right? We have to find the size of angle COA, this whole angle. And then after that, we are going to find angle O1, which is this angle, Right, now let's discuss the information that we have, and then after that, we'll answer the questions. Right, the points A, B, C all lie on the circle with center O. Can we use center theorems here? Okay, angle at the center, 2 times angle at the circumference. We don't have that situation here. Line drawn from the center perpendicular to chord, or line drawn from the center to the midpoint of chord. We don't have that. Okay, let's check the next point. Line OA is parallel to CB. Now you have to look for alternate angles, corresponding angles, co-interior angles. Right, we can see that here we have angle C2, which is equal to 25 degrees, because angle A and angle C2 are alternate angles. Right, we're given that OA is parallel to CB, so this is 25 degrees. Right, what about this angle C1? Angle C1 also should be 25 degrees, because these are angles opposite equal sides. OA and OC are equal because they are radii. Even OA, OC are equal to OB. These are radii. Right, so with this information, if you look at triangle OCA, we can find this angle using the sum of angles in a triangle. Right, okay, we just say 180 minus 25 minus 25 will get 130. Okay, right, and then let's check the next one, angle O1. We can find angle O1 because this whole angle 25 plus 25 is 50, isn't it? So it means this angle is also 50 degrees, right? These are angles opposite equal sides because OB is equal to OC. Again, using sum of angles in a triangle, we can easily find this angle here, okay, which is what? 180 minus 50 minus 50, which is like 180 minus 100, which is 80 degrees, okay? So I think we've discussed everything. Let's answer our questions nicely. For A, angle C1 is equal to 25 degrees. Why is angle C1 equal to 25 degrees? Because these are angles opposite equal sides. Okay, even if you say radii, that would be fine. If you say radii also, that would be fine. Okay, and then now this is 25 degrees, and then we can find angle COA, because angle COA plus 25 degrees, which is C1, plus 25 degrees, which is angle A, must give us 180 degrees. And then the reason, sum of angles in triangle. Right, so it means angle COA should be 180 degrees minus 50 degrees. Okay, so angle COA is equal to 130 degrees. So this angle is 130 degrees. Okay, and then let's do B. So we say this angle is 130 degrees, and then we say this angle is 25 degrees. Right, and then again check angle A and angle C2. We discussed this. We said also is 25 degrees because these are what? Alternate angles. So we can say for B, angle C2 is equal to 25 degrees. These are alternate angles. OA is parallel to CB. Okay, so now, okay, this whole angle C1 plus angle C2 is what? 50 degrees. So we can say angle OCB is equal to, therefore angle OCB is equal to 50 degrees. Right, what would be angle B? Angle B is equal to 50 degrees because OC and OB are equal, they are radii, because this what? So you can say angles opposite equal sides, right? And then this is 50 degrees. Okay, so we have this whole angle being 50 degrees, and then this 50 degrees, and then we can easily find angle O1. So we can say therefore angle O1 is equal to 180 degrees minus what? Minus 50 minus 50, which is just same as minus 100 degrees, and then it's equal to 80 degrees. So angle O1 is what? Is 80 degrees.